Here the kids and queens, welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie. Remember the video that I spoke about yesterday? We saw the market breaking the levels. We came exactly to the Fibonacci levels that I spoke about. We saw the market having the momentum. But in today's episode, what I will go through is why it's so important to look at the 4-hour Fibonacci, the daily Fibonacci, and to see where the next potential lower high could be, because we still have to follow market structure and the market is still going down. And until we are waiting for the market to have a big momentum to the upside, there's so many different levels that we need to break. I will show you why I do believe that we can come to these levels and show you exactly what we look for. Don't want to miss this out. Remember, I am no financial advisor. You need to look up everything yourself first, but please continue looking at this video and I'll show you exactly what I see on Bitcoin right now. I'm just gonna go through exactly what we did speak about in today's morning live stream if you missed that one. And what we can see is that the market came back down on the weekly chart. You can see that we did close above the previous low. You can see that this was a support. So what we can do is that we connect the box to the wicks right here with the low of this wick that we did have on 22nd of June. Go back. This is where you saw the market holding its support the whole time. You can also see that these two candlesticks that we did have on 27th of May and 28th of May, this was where we tried to break the level, but you could see that the market gave us the fake out. The market gave us the fake out from this level, and you can also see how many fake outs we do have here. So I'm gonna just try to do this so you understand what I talk about. So when it comes to the fake outs, this is how it looks, right? So you see these two candlesticks combined with each other on the daily chart. You can see that this is how it looks. So these two candlesticks is representing a fake out. The same thing with this one. You saw this huge candlestick closing inside of the support again, even if this is something that we didn't know was supposed to happen. But the only thing that I want to show you is how the fake outs looks when they come to a previous support, and this is how it looks when you come back up to a previous resistance. Is that you try to break it, the next candlestick is closing inside of the resistance again. But now if we're gonna look at what happened here on the daily or on the support that we do have around 28,900, so we did have the fake out from these from this support, right? And you saw the market break inside of it, break below, and then you saw the push to the upside. We closed exactly above the support trend, the support line, and then you saw this huge momentum. So this was something that I did talk about yesterday, because when you see the market coming to a support looking like this, we can expect the market eventually. We have to see the market having a pullback. So overall, we are still in a downtrend, because as long as we are below this resistance trend line, we are technically still in a downtrend, even if we see the market having the momentum right now. But if we go down to the lower time frames, because what we expect the market to do now, because we want to see where the market can potentially create the lower highs. First target that I will have it from is 34,740 back down to the support at 27,675. So the first that I'm gonna look at to see if the market give us the lower high could be around 31,230, also 32,080. From these levels, we will see the market react in one way or another. But if we see the market creating a lower high on the lower time frames, what you will see is the same thing over and over again. On the lower time frames, you will see the break of structure. So what the market will give you is a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Market comes inside these Fibonacci levels, and then you slowly instead start to see the market break to the downside. And this is where we start to read candlesticks. We see the market, where is the last higher low? Where do we break it? Is it a fake out that we break the market from the support trend line? Because the support trend line is really important as long as we follow where the price is. And when you see the break of it, the most important thing is that, do we see a break and then see the market push inside again in continuation? Because fake outs are everywhere. So that is why it's really important that when when we come inside these Fibonacci levels, that's when we need to take away our emotions and actually start to see the market for what it is. But okay, so this is the 4-hourly Fibonacci. If we would potentially now see a bigger Fibonacci, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna drag from the high that would you have at 39,680 to the low at 28,544. That gives us other Fibonacci levels at 34,182 and potentially 35,437. And this is exactly the same thing. I look at these levels is to see if we push up to those levels, if we break the 4 hourly Fibonacci and we create the market creates higher highs and higher lows, and we come inside to these Fibonacci levels. This is where I expect the exact same thing. Market comes inside, creates higher highs and higher lows, and slowly and steady on the lower time frames you will start to see the break of structure. If we break that level, if we see more momentum, we just might come back up to the resistance trend line again, that on the weekly chart is telling us that we are still in a downtrend. So we can definitely come back up and retest the resistance trend line one more time and then see the drop, or potentially see the market break, retest, and then see the continuation. But I definitely believe that we will have a push to the upside now. But the only thing that I want people to understand, even though I am no financial advisor, is that just because we see the market giving you a bigger pullback to the upside, that doesn't mean the whole trend will change. The first thing that we will do is to look at these levels that I just showed you, Fibonacci levels. If we just look at the weekly, we also have a super strong previous support that we also can come back up and retest. For a previous support becomes a new resistance, market could potentially come back down to the support again around 29,124, etc. So these are the first levels that I see the market before I am even considering telling you that we are in a uptrend. We are definitely in a uptrend if we go down to the lower time frames. But it's always, as I always say, it's always the higher time frames that is telling us what direction we're in. Remember when I said it's so important for us to make sure that we understand what type of market we're in? Right now, what we're looking at on Bitcoin, we are in a pullback. We are trading the pullback now on the higher time frames. That is why the market is going up. And then eventually now, if we see that the pullback is done, that's when the impulsive moves happens. And a lot of people, just because they saw the market being bullish, they think that everything will change. But what they don't understand is that what could potentially happen now happened here too. The market needed to create a bigger pullback, and then you saw the drop. So a lot of people were thinking, yeah, the market is going up now, what happened? No, market only created the lower high for then create the lower low, and following market structure, the next lower high need to be created for the market to then create the next lower low, or potentially low, and then slowly and steady break to the upside. Because before the market is changing direction, you always see the market giving 2 touches of one support. Same thing here. We had this huge drop. Market came back down. A couple of weeks, we were bouncing against the support, break to the upside. And that is the same thing here. Market comes back down, potentially can create the lower high, comes back down. If we hold ourselves above the previous support, that is the beginning. That could be the beginning of the uptrend. Don't forget that you can also receive a bonus on Bybits up to $4,050 by using the link in the description down below the video. And this is how you are supporting Bitcoinsensus and me by doing that. So I am always available for you. Thank you so much, guys, for looking at this video together with me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you know when I am live, because in a couple of hours I will go in the New York session live stream. Don't forget that I also have morning live streams every single day, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. Swedish time. So 1 hour before London session, so we go through the setups through the whole day, look at the levels to see what the market is doing against them. During this week, I will also have 2 live streams where I do backtesting together with you. So I shut off the chat, I just let you look at what I do on the charts and just study with me, because I really want to help you guys to see the charts in an easier way, and I just want to take my experiences and just show that to you. I will have it on Tuesday and on Thursdays. Have a good day, okay? Sweden!